Hi, my loves, and welcome back to Ocean Aura. My name is Phoenix Rose. You can call me Phoenix. And this is going to be your April energy reading, Cancer. So, yep, I'm finally doing the signs, y'all. I'm finally doing the signs. So, let's see what's up for Cancer this month of April. Look at that. Oh, y'all got two knights back to back. Let's get into it. Knight of Swords and the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Swords is the fastest moving knight in the deck. Swords are thoughts and communication. And the Knight of Cups is, cups represent the water, feelings, emotions. So Cancer, this is telling me, and sometimes the Knight of Swords can be like very cutting with his words, right? Like very sharp. And then the Knight of Cups is very emotional and loving, and this is like the secret admirer, knight in shining armor, but he's not a king yet. So you listen, okay? This April, you might be feeling a lot of things. Something may be putting you in a very like youthful, very emotionally fulfilling or like giddy time. And then like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, like, oh my goodness, then you're ready to cut somebody's head off. Like, Cancer, come here, scoot in, boo, scoot in. And we gonna need you to chill just a little bit, baby. We don't got it. It's gonna be okay, okay? But you might speak because you're backed too quickly, because you're backed by all of this emotions. And you might be cutting with your words when you don't mean to be. When you really want to be expressing like love or care for someone, you might end up being like, and it's also very fast moving energy. So you might be catching something that feels like emotional, giddy, fulfillment, in a very quick and fast way. But you see how the sword is like going down his throat. It's like, I just want to say that don't just come charging in backed by your emotions this month, okay? Because I feel like you're going to be very cutting with your words, and then afterwards look back and be like, oh damn, well, I didn't mean to say it like that, because you see this archway and all these flowers. Like, Cancers can be very loving people. So just bear that in mind, okay? Got the Emperor. The Emperor. So that talks about structure, foundations, strategy. It's the fourth major arcana card. And 4 talks about foundations. So you might be, this could be related to the home. This could be, but see here he looks a little like tyrannical, right? Like he looks a little like he don't play that. Like, look, he got his like little AK right here. Then he's got his like thing, like very stern in your belief system. And also like, and I'm willing to go to war for my belief system. So like, this is normally about discernment, about discipline, like self-discipline and building a foundation. But you see, we go from the knights straight to the Emperor. So again, this like polarity of like having this authority, being placed in this position of power, but also are you wielding it with that same amount of restraint, discernment, and grace, really, that position requires, right? So this month, you're going to find a lot of changes happening, right? And you don't want to lash out because these things are moving so fast and you're getting swept up in all of your emotions, because you're creating this new this new empire, or you're trying to preserve the one you have. Look, you got the Two of Cups. Look how nice. So you see, you might just be feeling very protective of your union. You know, you want to protect and safeguard this thing, you know, but this also can be you being a little bit overbearing in the union. You know what I'm saying? Like, my way or the highway. Like, you have to make room, because, you know, the Emperor is not really here for all these feelings. Like, this is not like a very like ooey gooey guy, right? But Cancers, you are like inside, you guys are very like you guys are in your feelings, okay? So it's just about balancing the mental and the emotional, right? And being careful with your words so you're not looking back later feeling bad about it, like, damn, I didn't mean to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because this is a cherished connection. Whether this is like a business relationship, like, man, I really like, you're my partner. Like, I couldn't imagine doing this business with anyone else. Or if this is like the love of your life, or somebody that you're building a life with, like, try not to rule so hard with an iron fist, okay? Because you love hard, Cancer. You do. But you also rule with an iron fist sometimes. So you got to find a nice, happy medium, you know? Let's see. Seven of Swords. So the Seven of Swords talks about, you know, trying to sneak out of the camps, right? Look, in the coffin, it says hope, relaxation. Oh, excuse me, reflection. Yes, reflection. Seven of Swords can talk about shisty behavior, right? It can talk about like, you know, somebody being sneaky, trying to get away with something. But this might be you having to sit down with all of your swords, all of your thoughts, and really, because I'm telling you, something about this feels very emotional. Something about this feels like you're looking back on a connection or something that maybe went awry because you were too cutting with your words, or because you were too ruling with an iron fist, whatever the thing is. And this can be in a love relationship. But in this reflection, make sure you're looking for hope, because sometimes the Seven of Swords just talks about you just got to get up and go. Like, this ain't working for me anymore. And you have to detach from people, places, environments, things, behavioral patterns within ourselves, right? Our own habits, our own ways of thinking. Because remember, swords are thoughts. This might be you just taking that necessary time to reflect. You see how he's sitting in the coffin? Like, this is a deep death and rebirth time. And so that can feel very extreme, right? The death and the rebirth. It can feel excruciating. It's like kind of like dark night of the soulish, you know? Like walking through the fire to be reborn. And so remember why you're doing this, because this can also be just you within yourself, you know, coming into balance within yourself, right? Remember, we were talking about balancing the mental and the emotional. You know, at his most high vibrational, the Emperor is the man. Like, the Emperor's that guy, you know? And this could be male or female, but the Emperor builds a strong, sturdy foundation and is willing to defend their beliefs, right? So if you've created new boundaries for yourself, if you had time to reflect on what it is you really hope for and what you're really longing for, then be sure to honor your boundaries, because sometimes you outgrow relationships, you outgrow people. And so Cancer, if you gotta like get up and go, this might be a time for solitude so that you can come into deeper harmony with yourself. Or this might be a time to, like, while you're amidst other people or within a relationship, find the balance of when you need you time to go reflect and step away from the crowd, step away from familial surroundings, or step away from your circle of friends and just have, schedule in you time. It's time to get things in order so that you are rooted in what it is you really want this month. This month, make sure you carve out you time. Like, I feel like it's very imperative for you Cancers. And you also got the Queen of Pentacles. See how she's going up the ladder? The Queen of Pentacles is very nurturing. And I love this because she's like, she kind of came out like right below him. And it's like, she's going to climb the ladder and bring up some of that nurturing to him, right? And that could just be you, like, allow to get back in touch with some of that feminine nurturing energy. Even if you're a man, you can not be so hard on yourself, right? Or not be so hard on others, and come into the nurturing and the grounding. Queen of Pentacles, remember, that's on the ground. So that means your coins are together. She's abundant. She's she has everything she needs, and she shares all that she has. She shares her prosperity and her abundance with those around her, so that everyone can benefit off of her warmth and off of her prosperity and off of her abundance, right? You're climbing the ladder. You're going to another level. And sometimes to get to the next level, you got to go a little bit deeper. You got to go through a little bit of hell. But you got this. The point is that you are moving up and moving on, You are stepping away from a situation. You are taking time to reflect. But make sure that you're not losing this in the midst of it, even if that's just in yourself. Because something tells me that if this is a connection, it's important to you. But you're having a hard time balancing the mental and the emotional, okay? Like the logical part where you're like, yo, like 2 + 2 is 4 and that's it. And then realizing that emotions come fuck it up. And then like 2 + 2 is like, it's like purple, bro, right? Because feelings are involved. Nothing makes sense. Okay. And look at that Ace of Cups. So definitely, again, about pouring into yourself. And aces are new beginnings. Aces are gifts from the universe. That's about bringing the world, something from the world formless into the world of form. So definitely, you got to pour into yourself. You see the dragonfly, which symbolizes prosperity. You're moving into a new chapter of your life. So this time, you have to be able, you see how he's pouring from his cup into hers, and she's like pushing her hand underneath his ribcage and touching his heart. Pour into yourself so that you have enough to lend over to this connection. Because if you try to do it without it, and you try to burn yourself out, and you just try to pedal to the metal, Cancer, you are going to slice and dice with your words, and you don't want to say something you can't take back. You don't want to machine gun down a foundation you took a long time to build, right? She's up there. She's making her way up. Don't kick her back down the ladder. And this could be either just your nurturing side, where you're taking that time to nurture yourself. Like, no, I just got to get stuff done. Get out of here. Feelings and nurturing and feminine energy. But this is still Pentacles, things on the ground. And this is about foundation. So those things go hand in hand. So you have to nurture yourself so that you're still standing strong for the foundation that you're building, Cancer, okay? Let's pull you some. Let's pull an energy oracle. Why not? It's all blue and stuff, reminding me of water signs. It's so funny I started with water signs. You would think I'd be biased and be like, fire signs. And we're starting with Sag, because I'm Sag. But oh no, Spirit was like, talk to the water signs first. So here we are. I like doing the signs. Who knew? All right, Cancer. 4th chakra, Archangel Raphael. That's all about the heart chakra, right? So again, balancing the mental and the emotional, but leaving your heart open. You need to be in that heart space, but not from a place where you are emotionally lashing out, but from a place or acting out, where you are honoring your feelings, sharing your feelings. You gotta get vulnerable. You gotta be open and vulnerable to take in someone else's vulnerability, right? And you can call on Archangel Raphael if you're into angels to help you with that. Look at that. 1st chakra, that's your root chakra. Remember, talking about grounded, all that grounding energy. Archangel Michael. And Archangel Michael is a warrior angel, right? He slays and cuts down obstacles and stuff like that. So you want to take that energy into the right direction in a way that serves the foundation you're building this month, Cancer, okay? Because you see how you have like, stay grounded in your feelings, stay grounded in your heart center, okay? This is a good time. You can call on Archangel Michael to help you remove obstacles out of your path. You can call on Archangel Raphael so you can ask that you be softer in your approach while you're trying to clear your path ahead, right? You don't want to just be like steamrolling over everybody or come in like a hurricane and blow everything out and create more damage. Like the road's clear, but like, oh my gosh, everything else is like destroyed in the wake of your like outburst, right? You got victory. So relax. Everything is going to work out. Sometimes, Cancer, you get to, I need everything to work out. And then it becomes counterproductive, or you're over worried about the outcome of a situation. It's going to work out. You're victorious. Oh, look. The door to value. You see that? When you start nurturing on yourself, don't be so hard on yourself, Cancer. Y'all are really hard on yourselves. Don't be so hard on yourself. The door to value is opening up for you. Money is coming when you get those two things into balance, your heart space and your mental clarity, staying grounded and rooted, right? And look at that, deceit. And storm warning at the bottom. I'm trying to tell y'all. Cancer, don't get in your own way, please, this month. April is for building that foundation to stand upon with your victory in a way that will be emotionally fulfilling to you. But if you go and start spinning out and allowing yourself to be, everything in life is balanced. So if you're going to allow your emotions to take the driver's seat and put logic to the side, you're going to create a lot of havoc, right? You're going to deceive yourself into thinking that's the only way to get things done. And you see this with the coins rolling out? The coins out of the purse. The door to value is opening. Do not get into this space where you are all up in your ego, because let me tell you something. In the door to value, a lot of beautiful things open up for you. But there's a lot of, there's a lot of deceitful energy around money, because people get money and then they go into their ego, or it attracts people who are deceitful sometimes. And all you're doing is living in your authenticity. You need to be discerning at this time. That was just a little that was just a little sidebar. But there is a storm warning, and I think that's more about you watching your mouth, you watching your thoughts, because swords are thoughts and communication, right? So watch what you're thinking and watch what you're saying, and make sure you're checking in with how you're feeling. Honor how you feel, but you don't always have to act on how you feel, if that makes sense, okay? So also don't deceive yourself into feeling yourself too much that you think that just as easily as you got your victory, it can't all just become a bust, right? Like, you have this thing that you want to safeguard and protect. Make sure that you're not being tyrannical in your emperor status, right? That you're balancing it out with some nurturing energy, that you're balancing the masculine and feminine within yourself, that you're taking time out for hope and reflection, right? And that in the reflection you can find hope, and that you're communicating effectively, because things are going to be moving for you. You got 2 nights, and these are moving nights. So you see how he's going into the archway? You're about to cross a threshold into a new, you're not quite across the threshold yet, but you are making your way there. And it's something that's emotionally sound, Cancer. So please, please don't lash out and then only get some of your wish fulfillment because your mouth done got you in trouble and shoot away the rest of your blessings, or that you jacked up all of it. You see that? Look at that. I'm about to go, but look, Archangel Gabriel, who's the angel of communication. The storm warning, and it has to do with your communication. So something tells me that, like, this is going to rest on the way you're able to effectively communicate. You can express your displeasure with someone that you love and care about, or with a business partner that you enjoy working with. Whatever the situation is, make sure that you are effectively communicating your feelings, which are valid, in a way that serves the entire situation. Because it might feel like instant gratification to just like fly off the handle and pop off on somebody, but what you leave behind you in the wake of that is not going to be worth it. It might sacrifice everything else that you are working for. So just be mindful that you have guaranteed success, guaranteed that, like, come on, you got victory, endure the value. Don't get distracted. Keep your eye on the prize, Cancer, okay? So that's it. I hope you enjoyed your reading, and I will see y'all next month. I'm wishing you mad love and many blessings. You count, you matter, you are important, you are seen, you are heard, you are worthy, you are deserving. You are magic, Cancer, baby. So go get up in it, and I will see you on the next one. Later.